game, obviously, knowing you guys are going to have to find a way to kind of grind through it
Yeah.
a little bit. To have Lance out there to sort of guide that through, how much was that, whether it's a reassurance or whatever, that he was able to do that and knew he would?
Yeah, anytime you go into any of these games where you know you're needing to bring some real energy and you know you have an off day the next day, seeing someone like Lance on the bump with his, call it what you want, just competitive edge, it's fun. I mean, from pitch one, you can just tell there was some aggression to what he was doing. He attacked the zone. I think he got ahead of the first 16 hitters of that game. Just went after him. Got a lot of swing and miss on the fastball, mixed in some other stuff, the cutter, about 10, 12 pitches or so, but for the most part, just went after guys and looked really, really good, man. Yeah.
Both of his starts in this home game are both kind of elevated.
Yeah.
Where do you see him kind of find that?
Yeah, he's feeling good. His body's feeling good right now. He's always going to pitch through stuff, but in talking to him throughout that game, he felt really good about what he was doing and how the ball was coming out of his hand. So competed extremely well. Gave us 6 innings. Could have gave us more. Our pen was ready to go today. We had all 4 guys available, and off day tomorrow, so we can unload. Yeah.
Well, do you think in a time where maybe the fastball is not thrown as much around the league, he throws 86% fastballs, that people can learn from him the way he varies his fastball?
Not everybody has his fastball, though. It does move differently, and he can sink it, cut it, kind of let it ride. So that's what makes him good. Yeah.
Ellsling gets the job done literally every time this year. But in recent times, he's allowed some base runners a lot. So now, boom, boom, boom. What did you see out of him tonight?
Yeah, he's been, and it's funny to say this because he's been so good, been working on some stuff to just the consistency of his delivery and repeating it. That's a really good version of him right there, where he was just landing everything, got the swing and miss, the 2 punch outs, landed a curveball. I mean, the difference in speed with that curveball and the slider and fastball, it's a tough at bat, man. So he looked really, really good. JoJo, velo ticked up, changeup had more depth to it. That was really good to see for him to get his own inning there and get some righties. So overall, I mean, you go to that pen after Lance gives you 6 innings and we don't allow a hit. It's pretty darn good. Yeah.
Talk about Pedro Bonner and obviously the defense and the game calling. Just mind play. What did you like about his approach today?
Yeah, going into that game, he wanted to stay short and through the middle of the field, and his first at-bat did exactly that and just kind of stayed on it. This is a guy that has done a really nice job for us defensively and has continued to work on the offense, and we're seeing him put together some good at-bats. No different than Ciani, right? Like, you think of him, you think of defense, but he's starting to put together some good at-bats and stay on the ball a little better. So those guys contribute offensively and do what they're doing defensively. It's really, really good.
The Reds had a tough year last year with Dodgers, White Sox. What does it say about the way he's able to find a way to turn it around and have a good season this year?
Yeah, and talking to him, I remember we jumped on a call once we signed him, even prior to, and he talked about some of the changes he wanted to make in order to get back to being Lance Lynn. And he used spring to do exactly that. If you remember, he threw on the backfields quite a bit before going into the stadium and then leading into the season. But this was a good version of him. He's always going to compete, but the way the ball came out of his hand today was pretty special.
We talked yesterday about the team being on the teams and how you're going to have to try and figure out a way to win. With that being said, does this win feel like a little bit more than one because of the way the team had worked to get through?
Yeah, we really wanted it. You could hear it throughout the dugout before the game started. Not sure how it was going to happen, but we wanted to make sure we took this one and leading into that off day. You do that, and it just feels like a better homestand, obviously. But 2 runs, don't allow them to score. Definitely grinded it out, but it's nice to take this one and then regroup, enjoy tomorrow, and get ready for Pitt.
Can you talk about the kind of impact that, going into an off day, finishing with a win, the kind of impact that has just having that rest day?
Yeah, food tastes better, wine tastes better. You get to rest a little better. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Oli, July is always a big month in baseball land in terms of defining teams in the second half of who's a contender and who's not. What do you like the most about your team, the way you've ended the first half?
I feel like we've competed well. You look at how this started, and it wasn't good at all, right? There's some things that just kept reoccurring that weren't allowing us to win. I feel like to dig that hole and get out of it, we've had to compete extremely well against some good teams to get back to 500 and above 500, and that's not easy to do. We weren't able to do that last year when we dug that hole. This year we have a different group of guys that are, it's not even committed, man. They're convicted about what they want to do and how they're going to do it, and it's not a matter of can we, it's like we will do this. When you talk to them in that clubhouse, it's, gosh, their mindset is exactly where it needs to be. They want to win the division, and they're committed to doing that. They really are. So I feel good about our pen, our rotations settling in, our offense. There's still some spots there where guys are grinding through it and try to figure it out, but it's been more consistent. Our approach against Stars have been better, but I feel like we're playing much better baseball and competing at a better level. So, yeah.
You mentioned obviously just 2 runs on the other side. What type of games do you guys seem to play so many of?
Every night.
Is that almost at this point become part of the identity of this team because of the volume of those games?
I'm okay with winning by more once in a while, but it does allow you to learn how to play in those games and understand the rhythm of being down 2 and still clawing back late in the game, or being able to hold a 1-run lead like the other day from the 3rd inning on. Like, there's a mentality to that. That's not easy to do. You got to stay locked in. Every pitch matters. Literally a pitch could change the game, and when you play enough of those games, it becomes normal. And some teams panic in those situations. We've played so many of them, it's our norm right now. So I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
Oli, what you had just mentioned about grinding one out there today, with, obviously Lance being a starter, just kind of his nature of who he is, that kind of set the tone already with just kind of what you guys were looking for?
Yeah, and that's what I was trying to say. When you see him on the mound before he even throws a pitch, you just get that sense of, like, we're going to grind our way through this. Just the tenacity, just the way he goes about it. It's contagious. It really is. So seeing him miss some bats and get the punch outs, and just his demeanor gives you the energy to get through that game and figure out a way how to take it. And we did. And we'll regroup tomorrow and get ready for what's next. Good? All right.